Okay, we're going to demo the 18-inch Fightman ABS 1984 ride crash cymbal through the FM8 brain first. There's two cymbal sounds in the brain. One is a crash through the harness connector, which is a white RCA like this one here, and the ride cymbal is the red RCA. Here, turn it on. Good demonstration of the acoustic sound. This cymbal sound in the Fightman FM8 always reminds me of cartoons for some reason. That would be 1984 analog cymbals. Now let's try the ride. I've left this impact pad loose just so I can show you the rest of the cymbal. But that would be the Fightman ride sound. We're going to affix that pad later. Now I'm going to run it through the TD3. Get some sounds here. Works a lot better through the TD3. And I haven't set up the sensitivity on the TD3 brain yet, which is controllable from 0 to 16. And of course, all the percussion sounds will trigger just as easily as the cymbals. That's the amplifier distortion. So there you have it. Fully compatible with both the TD3 Roland brain and the Fightman FM8. Now I'll just take you a little bit through the cymbal. Take this off. You can see that I'll hold this up. Maybe we'll shut down everything. Give you a peek at what's going on. So up top, this is just a placement weight. It's a gravity weight, and it holds the cymbal in place while you're playing, so that the sensor is in the impact zone. That's all that is. Gravity plate. Regular phono jack, RCA type jack. Again, these are, I'm not sure if it's ABS. I think it's ABS. Give you a little peek at the sensor. This is just a fiber, chemically treated fiber pad to protect the sensor. You're moving it around. This little door will just open up. Give you a little bit more light so you can see what's going on there. So that same sensor that's in the drum pads, similar. I don't want to say it's the same sensor Roland uses or in the other electronic drum manufacturers use, but it's a disc sensor which generates a small amount of voltage when you play on the cymbal. This has an epoxy on it, and the sensor is mounted on a plastic plate. This particular plastic plate has cracked off. It originally was a longer rectangular, you can see that with my arm out of the way, rectangular shape, squared off at the ends like this. And it's very simple to replace. Just take the bolt off and away you go. You're just going to tighten that up. And the only electronics here is a housing with an RCA plug in it, phone plug also called. And there's silicone in there. I can see some silicone poking through, and that's to prevent disconnection of the wire from the impact. And they're as easy to fix as that. That's all you need to deal with. You can just cut your own little piece of plastic if you want and put any modern day sensor on there. Simple as that. Now, as far as the impact pad goes, they were originally applied with double-sided adhesive. Try to make this so you can see this. And all I'm going to do, I like the ability of being actually able to remove this. So I'm just going to, remember how I cut this? Use double-sided. This is the thinner sticky tape. You can also use duct tape. We wanted to repair the sensors in the rental department, so we used duct tape so that we could take it off and put it back on. This is just regular hardware store type double-sided sticky tape. Hopefully I can peel this back. My fingernails. Get it at the... Okay. There's some residue from the original adhesive. Find a corner that's loose, hopefully. This is very thin tape. Okay. So we're just going to apply that right over top of the sensor area. The impact zone. And that's it. This is SKU number 4231009. 4231009. 1984 ABS Pearl. This is actually the first, to my knowledge, now I may be wrong, but this is the first electronic cymbal ever made. At the time this came out with the FM-8 on an analog drum set, there wasn't anything else that had cymbals. They had cymbal sounds. Cymbal sounds eventually came out, and there was sampled cymbals and things like that, but there was no brain that had a cymbal sound in it in the analog world. And this definitely was the first. It was designed to be a practice cymbal. And I'm very careful. I shouldn't use the word definitely, because sure enough, somebody will prove me wrong. But at this time, Syncussion was out, Pearl Syncussion. There was the Synares, the analog circular drums with various sounds in them. There was Simmons came out shortly after this, and Alesis and Roland and all the rest of those really didn't hit the market until later on in the 80s. So again, this would have been produced, manufactured in 1983, and released on the market in 83 to 1984. End of the demo.